This is probably a great time to return back to S&box. I'm gonna say that again. This is probably a great time to return back to S&box. Now, I understand some of you are probably typing in right now, no, it's not, because the official S&box game mode is not in the game yet. Let's get this out of the way immediately. FacePunch and Gary have mentioned that they are going to be working on the official S&box game mode again for the game. So, of course, it will be coming out in the near future, but there is two current alternatives that you're able to play at the moment, which of course is S&box Classic and S&box 2. I would recommend those two alternatives if you're interested in that. Moving that aside, we just got over 100 new games on the platform. 100 new games, yes, because the second S&box Game Jam has finally ended, meaning we got a ton of new content and a ton of new games for people to check out. And of course, it makes sense since FacePunch wants to give a lot of the developers an initiative to get paid for their efforts whilst the game is still being developed. I decided I was going to go out of my way to live stream this and check it out for myself and see what kind of games that were on the platform now. And there was a ton of really cool co-op and multiplayer games, and including some single player games too, that I really recommend people check out. Now, again, there's 100 submissions, so I was not able to get through every single submission, and it kind of sucks that I wasn't able to get through it, but at some point I will be making some more content on the games that are available, and of course, see what I can do with all these games, because there's just so many games that even some people in the community were telling me, hey, you got to try out this game is really fun, it's very cool, and it was just so much that I wasn't able to do so. So either way, I will be making videos on that in the near future, so definitely stay tuned. Recently, Gary decided to go and open up the doors to the developer preview, and this was definitely met with great interest, as many people have decided to download it over that weekend that it happened, and a lot of people were met with a lot of errors, black screens, and much more. Even though Gary has mentioned in a blog post talking about how bad of a disaster it was, this issue specifically has been fixed. And it makes sense because, of course, you're going to need to do so, otherwise people won't play the game. Even all the games that I tried on stream when I was messing around and checking out the Game Jam games was a ton of fun. I was able to download the majority of the games and play them. Of course, I had one or two crashes, but it was very minor compared to the amount of games I played to crashes that I had in them. So the more interesting part is that since we are finished with the Game Jam, let's go back into more so what Gary was talking about, which is talking about the release of the game. Now, Gary mentioned in a blog post that he wanted to solve the issue of player population counts, hence why he decided to open up the developer preview program up to the public, so that there was a ton of developers and people that would take out the time to try out the game, make games for the platform before the initial release. He also mentioned that if he were to go and release this game, of course, this would fix this issue, but he did also mention that this would happen after the next Game Jam. Now, the last Game Jam was back in March, which was the first one. This is the second one, which is already finished in August. So that means next, all we have left is to look forward to what's going to happen with the release. This is something that I know many people, all of you watching, including me, want to know about. And so far, we don't really know too much. After this Game Jam will be finished, which it is, and on September 3rd, when they're going to go and announce the winners for it, it's going to get very interesting because, again, we're now at a point in time where, obviously, with the way that the game had opened up to the public and initially had gotten a very mixed and somewhat negative response, there was a lot of things that had to be fixed, and FacePunch had decided to go and fix these things as quick as they could because, hey, we are having a bunch of issues with errors and whatnot, and if people are going to try this game, they're not really going to like it. And there wasn't as much content during this time, which a lot of people mentioned. So now that we have more content added to the game, thanks to this Game Jam, now we have to look forward to more things that are either going to get added to the game or something happening with this release. This is where I'm going to turn to the community and start a conversation with you guys. And of course, I want anyone who's either within the community, either S&box community, my community, or even outside. For the people that have seen this game and for the people that understand the concept of what it is, what are you looking forward to specifically within this game? I know a lot of people are looking forward to just the S&box mode. A lot of people are looking forward to getting access to the tools and creating their own games. A lot of people are looking forward to creating games that will allow them to get paid to make the games for the platform. There's even people who are looking forward to using S&box to create their own games to then be able to release them on Steam, which again, you're able to do. Majority of these things, there's different usage case scenarios and things that people are looking forward to, but I want to really kind of see what you guys are more importantly looking forward to as a way to understand what everyone is interested in S&box for. And I think that would be really awesome. So please feel free to leave a comment down below. But otherwise, there is a lot of things that we're looking forward to. And for me, of course, is the new content and games that I have to sit through, play, and of course, make content for you guys and videos for. But yes, the game jam is finished. And now the most important part is looking forward to the future of what is going to happen next. Are we going to get a release at some point within this year? Who knows? Maybe earliest 2025? Who knows? But most importantly, I want to hear and see and read what you guys are looking forward to when it comes to this game. If it's something that interests you or not, feel free to leave it down below in the comment section. Check out this video here, which is the Game Jam live stream. You should definitely check it out for yourself because it's pretty fun. But yeah, definitely feel free to check that out for yourself. And thank you so much for watching.